In this video, we're going to learn how to convert improper fractions to mixed numbers and vice versa, um, meaning we're going to convert mixed number into improper fraction. Let's say we have 7 over 5. This is an improper fraction. And as you know, the top number is the numerator and the bottom number is the denominator. Now, when we have an improper fraction, means that the numerator is larger than the denominator. So whenever you have this case where the numerator is larger than the denominator, this is an improper fraction. In this case, the numerator is 7, the denominator is 5. Also, this can be the dividend. This can be called dividend, and this is called divisor. So the 7 is the dividend, and it goes inside, and the 5 is the divisor, it goes outside. Now ask yourself, how many times 5 can go into 7? 1. 1 times 5 is 5. 5 minus 2 is 7. 7 minus 5 is 2. Now once you have this number right here, this number is your quotient. Let's change the color. This number is the quotient. This is the remainder. And this is a divisor. And this is a dividend. Okay? Now, when you're writing the improper fraction, you just need the quotient, the divisor, and the remainder. In this case, the quotient is the whole number. In this case is 1. Your divisor is your denominator, it's 5. And the remainder is the top number, or the numerator. So the mixed number for this is 1 and 2/5. And this is already reduced because the fraction, the improper fraction, was already in the simplest form. Now let's look at this improper fraction, 8 over 3. And the 8 is larger than the 3. So the numerator is larger than the denominator. And also this is the divisor, and this is a dividend. So let's go ahead and change it into improper fraction. This is improper fraction. Let's go ahead and change it into a mixed number. You know, the dividend goes inside and the divisor go outside. How many times 3 can go into 8? So 3 can go into 8 2 times. 2 times 3 is what? 6. Subtract. This is 2. So remember, this is this number right here. Remember, this is the quotient. This number is the remainder. And this is the divisor. So these are the number that you need to write the improper, to write the mixed number. So the quotient is gonna represent the whole number. In this case is 2. And the divisor is the denominator, it's 3. And your remainder is the numerator, so it's 2. So this is your mixed number. Now, let's look at this example. If you want, you don't have to write down the whole thing. You just have to know that the denominator is going to be the same. That's your divisor. That's 5. And how many times 5 can go into 12? How many 5 can you get into 12? 2. 2 times 5 is what? 10. Now you take your 10, the answer. You subtract you take your 10, you subtract it from 12, that's 2. So your remainder is 2. So your improper fraction is 2 and 2/5. As you can see, this is already reduced, so we don't have to reduce it further. So this is the final answer. Now let's say you have 15/12 and you wanna write that into this is an improper fraction because 15 is larger than 12. First, let's reduce this fraction, because if you reduce it here, when you get the mixed number, you don't have to reduce it further. So now, what number can go into 15 and 12 evenly, meaning that when you subtract them or when you divide them, you don't get a decimal number, but it has to be the same number. So if we divide 15 by 3 and we divide 12 by 3, we will get a whole number for both of them. So 15 divided by 3 is 5, 12 divided by 3 is 4. As you can see, although we reduce the fraction, the numerator is larger than the denominator, so this is an improper fraction. Now, how do we change it into a mixed number? Remember, you keep the denominator, which is the divisor, so it's 4. So now, how many times 4 can go into 5? So in 5, you only have 1 4. So it goes 4 going to 5 once. Now, once you do 1 times 4 is 4. When you subtract 4 from 5, because once you multiply this 2, you have to subtract it from the numerator. So 4 times 1 is 4. 5 minus 4 is what? 1. So in this case, your remainder is 1. So your mixed number is 1 and 1/4. Now let's say we have 20/3. So in this example, you cannot reduce. There's not a common number that can be divisible by 3 and 20 at the same time, where we will get a non-decimal number. So 3 is not divisible by 20. So now this is already reduced. Now you're gonna ask yourself, keep the 3 as the divisor, or now how many 3 can you get into 20? So 3 can go into 20 6 times. 6 times 3 is what? 18. 18 minus 20 is 2. So your remainder is 2. So this fraction is 6 2/3. As you can see, once you get your mixed number, the fraction part is the numerator of the fraction part always going to be smaller than the denominator. Now, if we ask to simplify, this is improper fraction, -25/15, because 25 is larger than 15. Remember, the negative sign can go for the numerator or the denominator. Is because if one number of the fraction is negative, the whole fraction is negative. So this is the same as so you can put it in between the two fractions, you can put it at the bottom, you can put it at the top. It doesn't make any difference. Now let's look at this number. Because both number ends with a 5, we know this number is divisible by 5. So 5 can go into 25 and 5 can go into 15. So 25 divided by 5, -25 divided by 5 is -5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. As you can see, we reduced this improper fraction, but we still have an improper fraction. Now let's go ahead and write the mixed number, negative. Keep the denominator or the divisor the same. How many 3 can we get into 5? 1. Now once you do 5 minus 3, your remainder is what? 2. So the remainder is 2. So that's your answer, -1 2/3. -1 2/3. Let's say you have this mixed number 2 and 3/5. You need to change the mixed number into improper fraction. Now you're going to do the inverse of what you did last time. So last time you did division, then subtraction. Now you're going to do multiplication, then addition, meaning that you're going to take the divisor or the numerator, you're multiplying by the quotient or the whole number. So you're going to take 2 times 5, then you add the remainder to it, plus 3 over the divisor. It's 5. So now once you get this, you simply simplify. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 3 is 13 over 5. So your improper fraction is 13 over 5. As you can see, this was the fraction part was already simplified, so you didn't need to simplify it. Always look to see if you can simplify the fraction part of the mixed number first, okay? Now let's look at this mixed number, 3 and 10 over 15. 3 and 10 over 15. So before we solve this mixed number, this is the quotient, and this is the proper fraction, or this is a fraction. The fraction can be simplified. So we need to simplify this first. So what number can go into 10 and 15 evenly? Meaning that when we divide them, we will get a whole number, and we will get a non-decimal number. So if we divide this 10 by 5 and this 15 by 5, you'll get a non-decimal number. So 3. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 15 divided by 5 is 3. Now we have this mixed number and it's already reduced. So now we can change it into an improper fraction. Remember what we do? We multiply the divisor by the quotient, which is the whole number in front of the fraction. Then you add the remainder to it. So this is 3 times 3 plus 2 over the denominator or the divisor. 3 times 3 is 9. Remember, you always go from left to right. When you have multiplication, you do that first. So this is 9. 9 plus 2. So this is 11 over 3. So this is your improper fraction. As you can see, the reason why it's improper fraction is because the 11, which is the numerator, is larger than the denominator. Now let's look at this negative mixed number, negative 4 times 2/5. Now when we take a look at the fraction, is already reduced, so we don't have to do anything to it. So now let's just move into multiplying the divisor by the quotient and add the remainder to it. So this is gonna be, the negative sign is just separate from the whole operation, so negative. So now 5 times 4 is 20 plus 2, so over the divisor. So this is negative 22 over 5. So this is your improper fraction. Thank you for watching another video on the channel. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and also hit the bell for a notification when I post another videos like this.